Hey everyone, how's it going? Octopus here. Welcome back to 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross 100 Days Celebration. I'm going to be covering everything that's going on in this. The new character, Valenti, that's out as well, plus the banners and all the new patrol system, plus little things you might not know here and there, because there's a pretty big update for this maintenance. There's a huge amount of stuff going on, so I'm going to cover all that right now. Alright, so welcome to the Tavern. The first thing I want to tell you guys, in the actual notices, the update notices, do not change anything that's in here right now. If you do change it, it disappears. Now, none of these perks are actually working. What's going to happen with the perks that are on here is that if you do purchase them, they are going to give you perks for like the 3-hour raid bosses, which is pretty cool. But if you decide to change anything from the Tavern right now, you cannot change it back. Right over here, as you guys can see, it says, if you change the decorations, you will not be able to change them back to the 100-day anniversary theme. So make sure you don't touch them. But the decorations you guys see here, eventually they're going to come out with the decoration, especially this one over here, that's going to allow you to have 3-hour raid demons instead of 1 hour. And the only reason that's big is that you can do all 6 raid demons farming, like do the death battles to summon them, and then you can put on your raid setups and go into raid fights instead of switching between a farming set back into a raid set, farming set, raid set, and you don't have to rush it in an hour. You can do that all in 1 hour, walk away for an hour, come back for the last hour. It's just for convenience. You really don't need it, but it is super convenient. But that's not right now, so don't worry about the perks about the Tavern. Just if you want to keep this look, do not change the decoration. So you guys are gonna notice when you logged in, you got yourself this ticket. This is the ticket that's going on for the free 110 polls. So every ticket's going to give you 11 polls. All together, it's 110 different units coming out of that. And at the end of this, you're going to get a guaranteed Merlin, Blue Merlin, which isn't that great to upgrade. And you're also going to get 2 green Elizabeths. So the first one's here. Let's go do that poll together. And let me talk about that banner because there's a couple things going on there. So this banner pretty much has everything that was announced beforehand, the 100-day celebration. You're going to get the free Blue Merlin once you hit the end. And as you do the loyalty points, you're going to get yourself 2 green Elizabeth. If you haven't got her before, now you have her. If you did, you get that much closer to maxing her out. Should you max her out? No. Just use your SSR coins for the SSR coin shop over there. So this is Depa banner. I'm going to go for the first poll. Actually, you know what? I don't know what the rates are. I just got in here. Not the rates, but what units are in here. So let's see. Green King. Hey, if you guys don't have... Ooh, Hellbrum's in here. Nice. Okay, so there's Arthur I'm looking forward to. Hellbrum, Red Hellbrum to be exact. I'm looking forward to that. And Green Kings are always good for the Grey Demon. Everything else here, not really. It's not that great of a banner. But hey, just having that, and yeah, 3 units, 3 solid units, that's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. All right, let's see what we get out of this banner. First poll. Now, the chances of me getting Hellbrum are very low. But I would like to play some Hellbrum teams because I'm sick of losing to the... Oh my god. Is this supposed to happen? Okay, so I'm going to save that for a future poll video because I'm going to put all my polls together and you guys can see what I got out of this banner. But for now, that's a secret. So, back into this. Once you do that poll, you come up here and you claim your Elizabeth. And when you do the rest of the polls 4 more times after that one, so a total of 5 polls, you get another Elizabeth there. This cosmetic over here is only for the Elizabeth in the Tavern. It's not actually a cosmetic for your gear set. You can't bring this into PvP or PvE content. It's only for the Elizabeth in the Tavern. You get that little headpiece there. And then when you do all 10 polls, you guys are going to get another 1 SSR pendant over here. And as you pull, you're going to get some raspberry food. You're going to get food for anybody, which is really, really good. And you're going to get anvils over here. So there is a big amount of stuff to collect from here. So that's pretty cool, man. It's all free, which is great. You know what I mean? Just don't spend the gems on this. Don't do it. The other banner we got currently right now is the new Valenti. I'm going to talk about her in a separate banner, separate video, because there's a couple things I want to talk about, especially as a free-to-play player, if you should really go for this. But the banner itself does have that 30 and then 1 gem for the second pull. The rates in here are pretty good because you do have a chance again at that Red Hellbrum. You got Arthur's in here, you got Escanor's in here. So there's good units in here, but there's a lot of units in here that you also don't need. So there's a step up banner for this. If you do all the step up, it's going to cost you 242 gems total. Along the way, you are going to get 3 SSR pendants, 100 anvils, and 10 blue awakening stones. So altogether, the value is pretty good because you're also guaranteed an SSR over here. So if you don't get lucky, you get one here and you're guaranteed a unit over here. So for 242 gems, they're usually really good. But if you got yourself that blue Meliodas, you know, you pretty much know you're saving up for Blue Lilia. But I do want to talk about her a little bit more in detail later on because there's a lot of thought process that have to go behind that. Now, Valenti also comes with these cosmetics. The cosmetics are here first for money, and then after the date of them disappearing, which is 13 days, 22 hours, they're going to be permanently in the shop for diamonds. So you don't have to rush and get this with money unless you really want it right away to be ahead of everyone else. You can wait that 2 weeks to get this for gems later on. So also with that, there's a growth event going on. If you click on battle events, there is a new battle event plus a growth event. And so if you click on the banner on the top left, go to growth event. There's a growth event over here for Valenti right now, SSR pendants, and you also get yourself some awakening books. So something really small that you almost don't need to put in here, but they have a new tab over here that you can go to Twitter, Facebook, YouTube channel of 7 Deadly Sins. So that's there if you ever need a quick way to go there, or just, use a browser. All right, so let's get into some of the cool stuff now. So under heroes, you have this, the Count Combat class. Now, if you click on this, you're gonna see this page pop up. Now, for collecting 750,000 Count Combat class, I increased my hero's HP overall altogether by 2%. So every character gets a 2% increase, which is really cool. The more combat class you go, the more you get. If you hit 500,000 on that account, increases the hero's HP by 1.5%. So that is currently what I got. That's currently what I have applied. And if I get higher and higher and higher, it goes all the way up to that 6% there. So if there are two identical combat class buffs, the buff with the higher value will be applied. So the higher one will always be applied. The more you do, the more you get. Now there's going to be an easy way for you to get this. I'm going to make a video about it. I wouldn't say easy. It's going to take a little bit of work. But if you get 2 million combat class, you'll get yourself a 6% increase in your HP. So pretty cool. Now there's also a little organize over here. If you click on this button, it shows you what characters currently have your gear equipped. You can see I have a crit set over here. I've got an HP defense set up over here, attack defense set up over here. So if you're wondering where your gear is, instead of just guessing like, oh, do I have the right gear on PvP? You just go like, oh yeah, Guild Thunder has this. So I'll click on Hellbrum and I'll take it from Guild Thunder, stuff like that. It's just a very nice, quick way. I really, really like that. Knowing where my gear is so I can switch between PvP, raiding, and all that other good stuff. That's a really nice addition. So if you guys haven't noticed yet, they moved a couple of things into the actual daily tab instead of coming in here. And I really hated coming in here because I usually would forget. And I've lost a lot of 2 diamonds because it was in here and I thought I did it because, all the days of playing this game every single day kind of merge together. And you're like, oh yeah, I totally collected my 2 gems and my other stuff. So you don't have to come to this tab anymore to collect those 2 gems. You just go to your daily task and it's now added over here. It may look like we have more dailies. No, it's exactly the same since day 1. We've always had this. It's just they put in that event tab instead of putting it in here. So it's in here. That's so good. Thank you. All right, so for skip tickets and the patrol missions, I'm going to show you guys Elder Daily. You now get yourself a skip ticket. So skip tickets introduced during now. This is really, really good. It's going to help with speeding farming. But it's called Stage Auto Clear Ticket. I'm going to call it skip ticket because it's way easier to say that. So skip ticket, you get 1 from your dailies, and then you go into battle. Under patrol on the top right, you got this little scroll here that you can dispatch units. And right now it's going to ask you for a couple things. I already did 4 of them because I wanted to do them as soon as possible. This is 4 hours, 4 hours, 8 hours, 8 hours. You see I can get awakening materials and SSR gear. And this one for 2 hours is for food, plus all of them give you skip tickets. So you're going to get a total of 5 skip tickets from here. Now, it gives you a very self-explanatory tutorial. You really don't need to watch this part, but it asks you for 4 UR sets of characters, and the combat class has to hit 45,000. Do the hardest ones first. If you guys don't have a lot of UR units, make sure you do the first ones, which is the SSR equipment, then do the least ones, which is this one. More patrol missions become available the further you progress through the story. So the further you're into the story, the more missions you get. So you're not going to see all these right away. But when you do get further into it, you're going to see more and more. So this is really good. Make sure you do this as soon as possible and do it as often as possible. Another very nice quality of life update they did was Veronica. You don't have to invite Veronica anymore. The inviting's still here just for characters to gift them to get affinity up, because there is free gems in that. If you guys didn't know, there's a whole infinity affection tab over here. The more hearts you get, the more diamonds you get. That's a whole nother topic, but yeah, if you guys gift those gifts and all that good stuff. But Veronica 20% buff is permanent now, no matter what you do, but after you reach a certain level or certain chapter. And by the notice, that chapter is Chapter 7, Episode 122, Druid Sacred Lands. Veronica will no longer need to be invited. So that is really, really good, because now you can go to a town, or you go to your guild shop and go, or your knighthood, and to your guild shop and go ahead and sell all of your chests. And now this is going to go into the next part of this video, which is really good because I'm looking forward to it. So I'm going to go to the shop. I didn't summon Veronica, and that 20% buff is there. So now don't be afraid to sell your chest to the shops. Do not go into your inventory and sell it from there. It does not count. It has to be to the shops. It doesn't have to be the guild shop. It could be any shop in town. As long as it says that 20% buff there, you're good. And they should all say that. Just don't sell from your inventory. Now, I have a whole bunch of chests here. I'm at 87 million. And like magic, my chests are gone and I'm at 98 million. Now, this is really important because you should be saving all your gold for the salvage event if it ever comes back. Or if you want, they have a new equipment drop. Now, I'm going to do my free daily pull here, but this is really important. They've updated this and the enhancement tab. So let me get my free daily here. Got a 3-star. Nice. So this has a new feature. Before, you had to click on this over and over and over, and then once your inventory filled up, you had to go salvage it. Not anymore. They got this new option here. You click on consecutive. You click on gear that you wanted to auto salvage. I wanted to auto salvage common, uncommon, and rare gear because I don't +1 that gear. I +1 my SR gear and SSR gear. And you can do by set, be like only salvage this, keep everything else, yada, yada, yada. Down here, he says use keys and use gold. And then you can set no restriction, or you can say only do this 99 times, whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? 100 times, 200 times, whatever. And it shows you how much total gold you're going to spend. Or just put no restriction and it's just going to keep using all your gold until your inventory fills up with only SR and SSR equipment. So I'm going to click apply and I'm going to click consecutive draw and say okay. I'm going to walk away and go do my own thing. Now, the thing about this is that it's also going to give you a total as you do this. So there's the poll. I started it. Now it's going to go up there and it's going to show you in the top left saying, hey, look, you have 211 space out of 245 for your equipment. Or sorry, not your equipment, your inventory. And then it also shows you, hey, you have 42 in your inventory. So you do this, it shows you how much gold you're spending as well down here. You're going to see I'm 97,337. It pulls 97,137. And then at the end of this, I'm going to let this stop at like 95 and I'll come back. So that's my last pull for 95. I'm going to push stop and it's going to show you the total stuff you got. So from salvaging the rare, uncommon, and common gear, I got 7 of the awakening stones, 288 of the redstones, and this is all I got in the inventory from the pulls. I got 3 blue awakening stones. I got 14 anvil, or 44. No, that says 14. I have a total of 44. I was going to say 44 and that many pulls? 11 blue awakening stones, a bunch of SR gear, and like I said, 1, 2, 3 pieces of SSR. So this is going to be really, really good later on during the salvage event. Or if I think that, you know what, screw the salvage event, I don't really need it because I feel lucky with all this gold. I could just do this now and max out all my characters. I might do that in a future video. I don't know yet, but this is how the salvaging thing works. And also, not only that, when we go to heroes and we go to like upgrade our equipment. So if I go to equipment right now, this guy's not gonna have anything. I don't know why I chose you. And I'm gonna click on the bracer because I'm working on it right now. If you awaken it, it's gonna have faster animation for everything. So everything animation is sped up by just a little bit. You can see, and when we do it, thanks for nothing, no attack over there. When I do the auto to do ×5 consecutive rolls, look how much faster it is. This video is not times on 2 speed or nothing like that. Look how fast that is. You can already see the difference. But the difference is, if I click on stop, if you only do 1, so if I turn this off, why is that always on? I don't want it to be on. It better not be on. Anyways, if you do just 1, it goes back to the slow animation. It's only when you do multiple at a row so that you're going to notice how much faster it is. See that difference? That difference is huge. That difference is huge. So there you go. That's a really big blessing because you spend so much time upgrading gear and you're going to upgrade gear in the future for UR sets. So that's a huge quality of life. Thank you. Oh yeah. Another thing, guys. Holy Knight Gother is in the shop. This is the right Gother. This is the red Gother. Holy Knight Gother. I currently have one level 80. It's the one that does the rank up. You guys really, really want this. Trust me. That is something to really, really go for 5 discount. And if you do have one already and you're thinking, should I max it out? Again, I'll be making one of those should you get videos showing the pros and the cons, but it is here. And if you guys don't have it, All right, so there's actually these bundles been added to the game. They're coming out every 24 hours. Are they worth it? That's up to you guys. I will have a video later on should you get the series that I do that will be running everything that's currently going on, from cosmetics, from banners, characters, stuff like this. And I'll tell you guys the goods and the bads, or the pros and the cons of each one, and if it's really, really worth it. But for now, there is this 24-hour switch. If you go to the Tavern, you're also going to see it as well. So if I go to Tavern, you'll see that my loading screen takes forever. Right here, it shows you 22 hours. Click on it. Brings you right back where I just was. That sale's going on. Then that sale's going to change. But that's been added. So this last part I can't personally show you guys myself, but it's PvP. There is a new tab being added. Once you hit Challenger in Elite PvP, you're going to get this tab that opens up, and there's going to be these matches that if you make top 100, you get a bunch of rewards. If not, you'll get Challenger rewards. So what's going to happen, you only have a limited amount of PvP matches for that specifically. Some people might save it till the end to make sure all the big players hit as far as they can, and then try to get some easy wins in there. What you guys also want to do for that is use wine food. So Challenger mode, once you're in Challenger, you can't drop from there. So hit Challenger and then use PvP coin food only. PvP coin food is where you get more coins for winning. So instead of winning 3 coins, you get 33 coins. So that should only be there. If you're using anything else besides PvP coin food during Challenger matches, you're just doing it wrong. I want to be nice about this. I'm just going to say you're doing it wrong, all right? So, but for the new top 100 ranking thing, if you guys want to try to make it in there, a lot of people are going to be using this. It's wine food. It's been in the game since the beginning, but it's right here. So this gives you festival point gain increased by 300%. So this food right here will allow you to rank up faster if you do win and accumulate more points than everyone else. And basically all the bigger players that are trying to hit top 100 are going to use this to get as much points as possible. I'm going to make a PvP video on that as soon as I can, because I got to get hit in Challenger. I'll be there maybe in the next couple of days, maybe tomorrow if I try hard enough. We'll see. I already did one match and I'm going in pretty deep. So yeah, one match deep. So PvP's been updated, all these quality of life. There's a whole bunch of things to do. This update was really big. Hopefully I covered it all. If I didn't, do remind me down in the comment section. If you guys need a Discord, I do have a Discord with a 7 Daily 7 section as well. If you guys want to come hang out and ask any questions. I also do live stream over at twitch.tv/MellyOctopus. You can find all those links in the description below. If you guys did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit the like button. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll smell you later.